Remember, boards don't hit back.
Where them kicks at? Where them hands? Where them holes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying?
This is why I train in martial arts. You know, they say good artists borrow, great artists steal. I'm not really trying to steal because this is fair use, but I guess I can be a good artist because I'm borrowing this stick, if that's what you want to call it, from another way more popular YouTuber. Because that's why I like to watch the controversial ones sometimes because they have some pretty good ideas. This is the story. It's called Ringing Bell. It's about a sheep that becomes a ram. Now, in some of the self-defense circles, they have the metaphor of sheep, sheepdog, and wolf. Sheep is regular people. Sheepdog is like the cops. And wolf is the bad guy. I didn't like any of those designations for myself. I just said that I am a ram because I don't have the authority of a cop or even a security guard. I'm a ram. And a ram, believe it or not, can kill a wolf. But the ram is also a lot of times criticized by the sheep. A lot of times the ram is left to fight out there on his own. And what really made this cartoon hit home for me is because it reminded me of when I was a teenager and how when I went from my journey from nerd to fighting nerd, for a better term, back to nerd who can just defend himself. The reactions I have from some of the people who decide to remain sheep, because, oh, you're using violence, you're a bad person. Even though violence is being used against us, we're not supposed to defend ourselves. So I think this cartoon, and I'm going to leave a link to the original cartoon below this video. If you're going to embark on the martial arts journey, you should watch this cartoon because this is what's going to happen to you. I'm going to try not to make this too long. I'm just going to highlight the parts that I know speak to me. And I'm probably still not going to get them all. So go back, take about 50 minutes out your day and watch the original. But check this out first. Fact of life number one about self-defense is that the sheepdogs are not always going to be there to protect you. The adults who are supposed to protect you are not always going to be there. The principals, the teachers, the cops, the security officers who are supposed to be there are not always going to be there to protect you. If there's a wolf in your midst and you have the horns to do it, you're going to have to protect yourself. You're going to have to kill the wolf because everybody else is just going to run around like some sheep, no matter how hard they baa at you.
You killed my mother! I'm gonna kill you! I mean it! I hate you!
Yeah, just teaching your child to act tough and act hard and talk trash and don't let nobody walk all over top of you. And if they look at you and all like that, just teaching them to bah at the wolf is not going to impress the wolf at all. It's not going to do anything. They have to have the strength and the ability to actually inflict some damage on the wolves in order to be able to protect you from the wolves or kill the wolf if they have to. Because otherwise, they're just going to swat you away like you're an insect. That's going to require some sort of, I don't know, training.
Whoa! I'd be a really great apprentice. Why don't you let me try?
What's a runt like you bothering me for?
I want you to teach me how to be a scary wolf!
Be a
Do me a favor,
thug.
go back to your meadow and get fat, and in a couple of months I'll have you for dinner.
But I want to be like you! You think I'm just fooling around, but I'm serious!
Pest.
All right, go ahead and be that way. You'll see I'm gonna show you how much I want to be a wolf. wise guy. Beat it. That's right.
So then, if you go out there and try to act like a fake thug, and you think that just by acting hard, that people are going to take you seriously, they're not. And if you go out there without any training and try to just get in a fight with people before you learn any type of fundamentals or any type of training whatsoever, the streets is going to eat you up alive, just like you out there in the middle of the jungle, just like little Kyron the lamb there.
I want to be strong.
Good. Cry and let the anger out. It's the only way that you're going to grow fangs.
What's that? Grow fangs?
Yes. Life deals out few things besides pain, but from that pain you'll grow sharp, strong fangs, though they may not be the kind you can see.
Then I can do it. Wow! If I grow fangs, nothing can stop me from being as strong as you are.
Then I will teach you how to live the life of a wolf. But it won't be easy, Pipsqueak.
Huh?
For the world I live in is a hell where death is always close by. You'll need stamina, determination, and the will to survive.
I don't care how much it takes. This is what I want to do. I know I can. You'll see, I'll become stronger than a wolf. Someday I'll defeat even you.
We'll see.
I will. Someday I will defeat you.
General Choi and the Taekwondo Hall of Fame. General Choi said it best. Pain is the best instructor, but no one wants to go to his class. Choi Hung-hee, founder of Taekwondo. And as if Kyron hadn't already gone completely off the rails, this is where he really screws up, even though, spoiler alert, he does become strong. You don't have to become a wolf. How can you learn how to become as strong as a wolf without having to actually become a wolf? You can do that by signing up for a good martial arts class.
Knocking over trees is one thing, Chirin, but remember, I am a moving target.
Remember, boards don't hit back.
You have learned well. To turn out like this is the fate of every wolf.
Who are you? Are you a wolf, huh?
But wait,
Quick, shut the door. Bring it in. Yes, let's go. So long.
Chirin tried to tell the frightened sheep that he had once lived with them in the meadow, but nobody believed him.
And once you make the transformation and become strong, even if you do not become a wolf, because ultimately, call him Kyron, he doesn't become a wolf. He finds a way to become a ram, even though he was learning from a wolf. Don't ask me how that works out. It's a cartoon. Just be warned, once you make the transformation so that you can be a ram, the sheep are going to be scared of you. The sheep are going to cower away from you. The sheep are not going to appreciate what you're doing. So you need to do what you want to do for yourself, learn how to protect yourself, and just realize that the sheep aren't going to care. Some of the sheep will even pull their little lambs away from you, even though you just protected them from the wolf, because they feel like only sheepdogs are supposed to protect them from wolves. They're not supposed to protect themselves, even though they have some little rams among them, some little tiny sheep who haven't quite got their horns yet, who can go and become a ram just like you. And again, though, you don't have to become a wolf. You just have to learn the lessons that you need to become a warrior, even though you're not going to have the authority of a sheepdog. And notice what happened in the beginning when they had the slaughter. All the sheepdogs got mowed down. The only thing that ended up stopping that wolf in the end was a ram who was just as determined as him. But if you go about it the way that's right, instead of trying to become like the darkness, like the wolf, you will find that there are other rams out there. Other rams who are not sheep, who won't cower away from you, and you can be together. Because when you follow that absolute dark path to become strong, like Sharon did, and I think that's the moral of the cartoon. Yeah, you can become strong. Yeah, you can take out a wolf. But you don't want to become just like the wolf. What you want to become is just as strong as a wolf, but still be able to walk in the light. And yes, it can be done. Now, also, if you look at some of the imagery, I think it's just, you can say it's just the evil horned one trying to get sympathy, but we're not going to go into that right now. If you know what I'm talking about, you see what I'm saying. But thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with people like to talk about the martial arts. Please check out the original cartoon that I'm going to link to at the bottom of this video, because it's pretty good. And there's some lessons in there that I didn't quite get to cover. Now, I will say this. I don't think that winning is everything. I think what's everything is being able to handle the wolves. And peace.